What's going on, you guys? I'd like to welcome you guys to another OneTake review. This is my review of first when we first met. I just got to watching this. This is a Netflix original, so a lot of people have been complaining about like Netflix's movies. They always say Netflix hit out the park with their like original show, with their movies. Not so much. And I looked on Rotten Tomatoes just to see. Well, I looked at Rotten Tomatoes after I got to watching this film, and it was like 45%. I'm like, okay, and this is where I kind of like disagree with like critics and stuff like that, because I really enjoyed this movie. It stars like Adam Devine, King Batch, Shelley Henning, Robbie Amell from like, I remember him from like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Alexandra Daddario, who I could just watch a movie just looking at her the entire time and I'll be fine. So yeah, that was a plus. So anyway, so Adam Devine's character Noah, who meets Alexandra Daddario's character, I can't think of her name. But either way it go, he meets her character one night after like this Halloween party, and he falls for her immediately. Fast forward 3 years later, she's getting married to Robbie Amell's character, and like he's sick because at that night it was a moment where he thought he was getting a kiss, didn't get a kiss, got a hug, and we ain't. Listen, let's just be honest. She friend zoned the fuck out that boy. She friend zoned the shit out of him, which was pretty cold if you ask me. It's not like she was trying to. It's just like she didn't feel the connection like he thought they had. So it was this photo booth that he could go to, and he did. The photo booth just so happens to send him back to August 31st, the night of Halloween, where they first met. And so the movie is basically about him trying to manipulate time to where they end up together. And there are so many different situations to where he played one way, they end up together, but it never seems to just work out. I don't want to just spoil the movie completely for you, but there are some moments in this movie, I'm not going to lie, that are just absolutely cringe worthy, to where you just literally just cringing watching it as it's going down. Like you know how some moments are just awkward and nobody wants to really see them happen. It's not just it's supposed to be a romantic comedy. It's not just super funny, but like the story is kind of cool, because I swear, regardless of what you say, you kind of would act like him if that actually happened to you. You would be thinking you're dreaming the entire time. But you go back in time and like you have a chance to change things. To me, after the first time, I would realize. After the second time, after realizing I can change time as much as I want, oh, that dog scared the shit out of me. Listen, I'm on the third floor, still got scared. But like after I realized like how much I can change time, I would have kept going back, and I would have got the lottery numbers. I would have said, fuck falling in love with Alexandra Daddario, fine ass. I know she fine and all, but shit, I'm finna get these lottery numbers, I'm finna get rich, and fuck everything else. I'll find me an Alexandra Daddario once I'm rich. Shit, there's plenty of them. Plenty. I wait that Powerball got up to about 100 mil, being fat macking for life. But anyway, he doesn't do that, of course. So he really was feeling that, and there's certain things that happen, and there are like little twists in this movie that I didn't expect them to take, which I think is like a plus side on the movie. You have his relationship with King Batch character, who, hey, you need to get that dog under control, brother. Because I feel like this dog coming up these steps, I'm gonna have to stab it in the throat about 7 times. Just being honest. I just said it on camera, so I'm pretty much guilty at this point. Anyway, you discover like his relationship with his best friend, who played by King Batch, the other guy who Robert Amell character, who is the one who always seems to get engaged to Alexandra Daddario. Also, Shelley Henning's character, who was Alexandra Daddario's sister. So you get a lot of different elements, and they go through all of them and see exactly how they result. So I think it's a dope movie. It's on Netflix. It's not like you even have to go to the theater and see it. But I think this is probably a movie I probably could have went to the theater to see and wouldn't have been disappointed in. It's just chilling at home. It's a good Valentine's Day movie too, I think. It's not Valentine's Day anymore. It's like the day after, but just to be honest, if you got a man that treats you right every day is Valentine. I'm not gonna even do that. Not gonna even do that. But yeah, it's a dope movie to check out. I'm finna shoot this dude down in about 13 minutes. But anyway, yeah, y'all gotta definitely go check it out. It's on Netflix. It's called When We First Met. It's just, you know what I'm saying, a good hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? Believe me, you won't trip. So let me know if you've seen it. Let me know what you thought about down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Also tell Alexandra Daddario that Diesel is on the way. I'll be in Hollywood before you know it, and I'm trying to link up.